Welcome to Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi, where today's episode will focus on a leader who is a paragon of innovation, strategic foresight, and transformative power. The only way to decide the best way to move forward is to actually look ahead a decade and then work backwards, says Indra Nooyi, the trailblazing former CEO of PepsiCo, whose tenure redefined not just a company but an industry. Indra Nooyi's journey from Chennai, India, to the pinnacle of corporate America is a powerful narrative of ambition, intellect, and an unyielding commitment to excellence. She broke glass ceilings and became an inspiration for countless individuals, proving that with the right mindset, barriers are but stepping stones to greater heights. Why is Indra Nooyi an important figure to learn from? Her leadership philosophy and strategic initiatives, such as performance with purpose, have propelled PepsiCo into a new era, balancing profit with sustainability and inclusivity. Her dedication to mentorship, diversity, and lifelong learning offers invaluable lessons for anyone looking to leave a lasting impact in their field. Leader Lesson is an AI lab aimed at advancing human potential through our proprietary data processing and algorithms. We believe in empowering individuals by providing actionable insights from thought leaders like Indra Nooyi. Today, we will explore chapters that embody the ethos of Indra Nooyi's approach to leadership. From superlative effort and work ethic to promote organizational change, each chapter is crafted to offer practical advice and strategies that lead to impactful results. We'll discuss how to embrace mentorship, harness immigrant resilience, champion workforce diversity, advocate for work flexibility, and prioritize gender pay equity, among other vital topics. Prepare to be motivated and empowered as we delve into the actionable insights and transformative strategies that made Indra Nooyi a legend in her own right. Get ready to learn how to adopt a leader's mindset, seek actionable insights, foster lifelong learning, and drive organizational change effectively. Join us on this journey of discovery and growth, where each lesson is designed to inspire and equip you with the knowledge to excel and lead. This is Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi, where we continue to distill the wisdom of one of the most successful CEOs of our time. In this chapter, Superlative Effort and Work Ethic, we're diving into the philosophy that distinguished Indra Nooyi as a force to be reckoned with in the corporate world, going beyond the expected to truly stand out. Nooyi's journey is a testament to the power of relentless drive and meticulous work. With the odds stacked against her, she adopted a mindset that catapulted her to the top. I'm at the bottom of the pyramid. I'm going to have to work twice as hard just to get even in the world. And work she did, outpacing expectations to become not just a participant, but a leader in her field. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of being a lifelong student, as Nooyi puts it, delving deep into our roles and continuously offering improved value propositions to our companies. We'll examine how to strategically balance short-term deliverables with long-term investments in our careers and our companies. Recognizing, as Nooyi once said, this judicious balance is what we worry about all the time. By the end of this chapter, you'll have gleaned actionable insights into how to make your mark through an extraordinary work ethic and commitment. You'll learn how to face challenges with the knowledge that, as Indra Nooyi points out, if you put the best people on a problem and give them the necessary tools, they will find a solution. So, if you're ready to ask yourself what your contributions will be and how you can ascend in leadership, join us as we unpack the ethos that drove Indra Nooyi to the pinnacle of corporate success. This is not just about working hard, it's about working smart, being present where it counts, and understanding, as Nooyi advises, if you want to be a leader and ascend, that's what it's going to take. Prepare to be empowered with the insights of a leader who not only climbed the ladder of success, but redefined its height. This is superlative effort and work ethic. As Indra Nooyi once recounted, her ascent within the corporate world was not marked by a sense of complacency upon receiving promotions. Instead, each new role brought with it a heightened sense of responsibility. She described stepping into these roles with butterflies in her stomach, driven by a powerful desire not to let down her company, her family, or the countries that had played a part in her journey. Nui's approach to these high-stakes positions was to pour all her energy into her work, sacrificing personal time to ensure she could perform her job better than anybody else. This level of dedication stemmed from a deep-rooted belief that the company deserved her utmost effort. The takeaway for you, the listener, is that with each new opportunity comes a chance to reaffirm your dedication and elevate your work ethic. When you step into a new role, it's natural to experience anxiety, but channeling that energy into a relentless pursuit of excellence can set you apart. It's about transforming nervous energy into an unstoppable drive, just as Nooyi did. By doing so, you not only meet the expectations of your new position, but exceed them, securing your place as an indispensable asset to your team. Nooyi's relentless focus extended beyond her immediate responsibilities as she sought to understand the broader impact of her work. She believed in the importance of gaining her boss's trust to the point where they would not need to double-check her work, a level of confidence she earned through meticulous attention to detail and a proactive approach to problem-solving. As she advised, redefine your job by considering how your work affects the rest of the company and consistently look for ways to facilitate better interdepartmental cooperation. For you, this means adopting a holistic view of your role within the organization. Don't just complete tasks, understand how they contribute to the bigger picture. This perspective not only demonstrates your commitment to the company's success, but also positions you as a team player who's always looking for ways to improve collective outcomes. Building trust with your superiors and peers by consistently delivering exceptional work can lead to more autonomy and opportunities within your career. Nooyi's narrative illustrates the importance of competence and the ability to hold one's ground, even in the face of adversity. When she spoke of her experience at Meteoric, where she maintained her stance amid attempts by male colleagues to overpower her, she emphasized that competence is the foundation upon which confidence is built. This experience taught her that when you possess the necessary skills and knowledge, you can allow your competence to shine through, regardless of the challenges. For you listening, it's a powerful reminder that developing your skills and showcasing them effectively is key to earning respect and overcoming obstacles in the workplace. In moments where you might feel overshadowed or underestimated, let your competence be the force that speaks for you. It's this kind of steadfast confidence in your capabilities that can help you navigate through tough situations and emerge with your ideas and contributions recognized. In conclusion, as you continue to navigate your professional path, remember that adopting Indra Nooyi's superlative effort and work ethic can be transformative. Strive to be the best in your current role, gain the trust of those you work for, and let your competence be your guiding light. Through this, you can not only excel in your position, but also lay a strong foundation for future growth. Keep these lessons close as we continue to explore the powerful insights of Indra Nooyi and consider how you can apply them to carve out your own path to success. In wrapping up this chapter on superlative effort and work ethic, let's crystallize Indra Nooyi's principles into actionable steps that can be applied in your personal and professional life. Embrace continuous learning. As Nooyi advised, be a lifelong student. Constantly seek knowledge that can enhance your role. Take online courses, read industry literature, and attend workshops to stay ahead of the curve. Build competence. As Nooyi once emphasized, deep dive into the details and broader implications of your work. Cultivate a reputation for expertise and make your competence undeniable. This will be your leverage in discussions and decision-making processes. Invest in short-term and long-term goals. Balance your focus between immediate tasks and long-term career investments. Just as Nooyi highlighted, create a portfolio of efforts that contribute to both your current success and future growth. Prove your reliability. Earn trust by being consistent and thorough in your work. Aim to reach a level of proficiency where your leaders do not feel the need to double-check your output, a testament to your work ethic and attention to detail. Seize leadership opportunities. Leadership is about more than holding a position. It's about action. As Nooyi put it, if you want to be a leader and ascend, that's what it's going to take. Volunteer for challenging projects, take initiative, and be visible in your contributions. Face challenges head-on. Use obstacles as opportunities to showcase your skills. When confronted with adversity, let your competence and confident approach command respect and lead to solutions. Prioritize your presence. Like Nooyi, be present when it counts. Whether it's crucial meetings or significant personal events, manage your time so that you're there for the moments that matter most. As we conclude, let these actionable insights inspire you to push the boundaries of what you believe is possible. Indra Nooyi's work ethic and dedication serve as a powerful blueprint for anyone looking to climb the ladder of success and make a meaningful impact. Remember, it's not just about the hours you put in, it's about the passion, the precision, and the purpose behind every effort. Take these lessons forward as you forge your path, and stay tuned for more leader lessons that will empower your journey to excellence. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi. In this chapter, titled Embrace Mentorship, we delve into the power of guidance from those who've tread the path before us. As Indra Nooyi once reflected, "I was very, very lucky. Lots of people stepped up and said, 'I want to mentor her because I see something in her that says she could be successful if molded the right way.'" Her success story is a testament to the profound impact mentors can have on our professional journey. In this chapter, you'll discover how to attract the attention of potential mentors and foster those pivotal relationships. Indra Nooyi's own approach to mentorship, through empathy, raising the bar, and actively coaching those around her, highlights the dual role as both mentor and mentee that leaders often play. Recall Nooyi's philosophy. Mentors pick you because they see something in you that they like, and they think you're somebody who's going to go places. But the very important lesson with mentors, you have to respect them. We'll explore what it means to be a mentee, that mentors are eager to invest in, and how to maintain these relationships with the respect and transparency that Indra Nooyi values so deeply. By the end of this chapter, you'll be equipped with actionable strategies for building and sustaining mentoring relationships that not only enhance your skills, but also respect and honor the wisdom of your mentors. Whether you're reaching for your next career milestone or aiming to leave a legacy as rich as Nooyi's, embracing mentorship is your next pivotal step. Let's unlock the insights that can shape your success, just as they did for one of the most influential leaders of our time. As Indra Nooyi once said, focusing on the job at hand rather than the entire ladder can make the path to success less steep. She describes how mentors appeared like good Samaritans at every point in her career, preventing her from falling and helping her climb each rung. This story is not just about the importance of doing a good job, but about the essential nature of mentors who see potential and give you a tug up when it's most needed. As you think about your own career, remember that excellence in your current role is your strongest magnet for attracting mentors. It's your performance that can signal to a potential mentor that you're someone worth investing in. Indra Nooyi also shared how she juggled her roles as an executive and a mother with the help of her mentors at PepsiCo. She spoke of times when the CEO would offer to help with her children in times of need. This level of support wasn't just professional guidance, but also personal compassion and understanding. You, too, can benefit from seeking mentors who respect and support not only your career aspirations, but also your personal commitments. These relationships can provide a safety net that allows you to take risks and aim higher, knowing there's a trusted advisor to help you navigate both your professional and personal challenges. In another profound instance, Nooyi tells the story of how the nuns from her convent school in Madras went the extra mile to help her with communication skills, a fundamental tool for her later success. This narrative reminds us that mentors can come from any stage of our lives, and their lessons can echo throughout our careers. Consider the mentors who may have already crossed your path, perhaps in unexpected forms, and recognize the skills and knowledge they have imparted to you. The story of Nooyi and Mike White's post-CEO selection interaction is especially powerful. The graciousness with which Mike White handled not being chosen and Nooyi's humility in seeking his continued counsel show that mentorship is about collaboration, not competition. When you're in a leadership position or on the verge of a significant career milestone, Remember to foster an environment that encourages collaboration. Reach out to those who have walked the path before you, even if they were once rivals, as they can offer invaluable insights. Lastly, Nooyi's recollection of a supportive boss who offered to help with family emergencies illustrates that the best mentors are those who understand the whole person, not just the employee. This level of empathy is something to both seek out in a mentor and strive to provide as one. In your own pursuit of success, aim to build relationships with mentors who appreciate and acknowledge your life outside of work, just as you should be prepared to offer such understanding to those you mentor. These stories from Indra Nooyi's life not only underscore the value of mentorship, but also demonstrate the depth and richness that these relationships can bring to your life, both professionally and personally. Embrace the guidance of those who see your potential, cherish their advice, and remember to communicate openly with them. Doing so will not only accelerate your growth, but also enrich your journey with wisdom and support. As we conclude our chapter on Embrace Mentorship, it's essential to remember that mentorship is a journey of mutual growth and respect. Indra Nooyi's experiences serve as a guide for those looking to cultivate these enriching relationships. Here are the key actionable takeaways for you to apply in your pursuit of mentorship, inspired by Nooyi's wisdom and approach. Seek excellence in your role, show dedication, and excel in your current position. As Indra Nooyi has indicated, strong performance acts as a beacon for potential mentors. It's the quality of your work that may inspire a mentor to invest in you. Recognize the whole person. Whether seeking a mentor or acting as one, understand and support personal commitments alongside professional ambitions. Emulate the compassionate mentorship Indra Nooyi received, which considered her responsibilities as both an executive and a mother. Value diverse mentorship sources. Keep an open mind about where mentors can emerge. Indra Nooyi's mentors ranged from nuns to CEOs, proving that guidance and wisdom can come from various stages of life and professional sectors. Cultivate humility and collaboration. Approach mentorship with humility, recognizing the value of collaboration over competition. Just as Indra Nooyi sought the counsel of Mike White post-CEO selection, be willing to learn from others, including peers and former rivals. Communicate openly with mentors. Engage in a two-way dialogue with your mentors. As Indra Nooyi advises, if you decide not to follow your mentor's guidance, explain your reasoning. Clear communication maintains the integrity and effectiveness of the relationship. Respect the mentor connection. Honor the time and effort your mentors invest in you. Respect is foundational, as stated by Nooyi, and it's vital to nurture the relationship with gratitude and consideration for their advice and support. Embrace a long-term perspective. Think beyond immediate gains and consider how you can contribute to the lasting success of your organization, much like Indra Nooyi's focus on future-proofing PepsiCo. This broader view can also attract mentors who value legacy and sustainability. Stand up for your values, maintain your personal integrity, and do not compromise your standards for short-term benefits. Follow Indra Nooyi's example of living within means and not tolerating being taken for granted. This approach can also lead to mentors who respect and endorse your principles. Indra Nooyi's insights on mentorship are not only directives but also invitations to reflect on the kind of professional and individual you aspire to become. By embracing the essence of mentorship with the strategies above, you are stepping into a world of growth, respect, and opportunity. Remember, in the words of Indra Nooyi, mentorship is about being molded the right way by those who see something in you. It is now your turn to step forward, apply these lessons, and possibly become a beacon of guidance for others in the future. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi. As we delve into the next chapter, Harness Immigrant Resilience, we explore the sheer tenacity and unyielding determination that immigrants often bring to their pursuits. Indra Nooyi's ascent from a young girl in India to the CEO of an iconic global company, PepsiCo, is a testament to this extraordinary drive. She once reflected on her journey with awe, saying, "Those 2 points will never connect, from her humble origins to leading a corporate giant in a foreign land." This chapter isn't just about the awe-inspiring story of an immigrant's success. It's about the practical wisdom you can glean from it. Indra Nooyi epitomizes the power of immigrant resilience. She once shared, "I still have that fear, an immigrant's fear that presses me to try to do well and to belong." This fear, a catalyst for excellence, is not unique to her story. It's a driving force that many immigrants channel into achieving their dreams. By understanding this, you too can tap into a wellspring of motivation, propelling you toward your own definition of success. This chapter will unravel the layers of Nooyi's strength, beginning with her roots and the powerful influence of her family in India. As Indra Nooyi herself puts it, "I am a product of my upbringing," highlighting the profound impact of familial mentorship on her career trajectory. We'll dissect the role her background played in shaping her work ethic and her strategic approach to overcoming bias and proving her worth in the competitive corporate world. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a blueprint for leveraging your unique background and experiences, much like how Nooyi harnessed her immigrant perspective. Nooyi reminds us that embracing our dualities and identity is not just about personal fulfillment, but also about contributing meaningfully to society. "I was a person driven by purpose," Nooyi says, encapsulating the essence of what it means to be impactful. Prepare to find out how your story, no matter where it begins, can be the foundation of your achievements. Let's learn how to let your strength shine, embrace your heritage, and allow your actions to resonate loudly, just as Indra Nooyi has done. This chapter is your guide to channeling the resilience of an immigrant's journey to fuel your pursuit of excellence. Continuing our journey through Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi, let's delve deeper into the vigor with which she approached her life and career, drawing on her origins and the nurturing environment of her family. As Indra Nooyi once recounted, she was raised with a belief that she could be anything she wanted to be. Her mother's imaginative dinnertime exercises, where she and her sister would passionately articulate their vision for leading the nation, instilled in them an intrinsic belief in their potential. Nooyi remembered her mother's words as she would hand them a blank sheet of paper, urging them to write "President" beside their signatures, reinforcing the notion that such aspirations were within reach. This was more than a playful challenge. It was a profound life lesson in envisioning one's future without constraints. Now, imagine for a moment that you are at your dinner table, and instead of casually discussing your day, you are asked to articulate your vision for the future, to build a world as you see fit. This is not just a flight of fancy, but a strategic exercise in confidence building. As you absorb this story, reflect on how you can incorporate this practice into your life. Whether it is through journaling your ambitions or sharing your goals with a trusted friend or mentor, you nurture the seeds of your future achievements. You, too, can embrace this mindset and start carving a path toward the extraordinary. Indra Nooyi's fearless leap into the unknown was further exemplified when she decided to leave her homeland and pursue higher education in the United States. She described herself as a 20-year-old, brimming with aspirations, drawn to the innovation and entrepreneurial spirit of the U.S., a place where arts and new ideas flourished. Yale became her gateway to America, offering not only academic knowledge but also invaluable connections and mentors. As you consider Nooyi's story, think about the leaps of faith you're contemplating. They may seem daunting, but in them lie the potential for immense growth and opportunity. Your own journey may require similar bold steps, and learning from Nooyi, you can embrace the pursuit of knowledge and mentorship as vital tools in your arsenal. Nooyi's immigrant experience is one of embracing and conquering fear. She candidly shared the self-doubt that gnawed at her as she navigated her new environment, feeling the need to prove her place at every table. But Nooyi didn't succumb to this fear. Instead, she doubled down on preparation, expertise, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. This is where you find a compelling takeaway. When faced with doubt, lean into your preparation and knowledge. It's about diving deep into the material, mastering the details, and understanding the broader picture. When you do this, people will begin to look past superficial differences and recognize the value you bring. Remember, it's not just about being at the table, it's about owning your space at that table. Reflecting on her early career struggles, Nooyi's experiences at the Boston Consulting Group were telling. Despite the evident biases, she didn't allow the environment to define her worth or capability. She worked relentlessly, carving out her place and emerging as an indispensable member of the team. This aspect of her story speaks volumes about the resilience needed to not just survive, but thrive in challenging work environments. As you navigate your own career, it may sometimes feel like you're starting from a disadvantage. But take heart from Nooyi's experience. Your hard work and tenacity can and will speak louder than any bias. It's about demonstrating your worth through your contributions and not being deterred by initial setbacks. In her reflections, Nooyi often harkens back to her family's influence, emphasizing the role of education and respect for elders as cornerstones of her upbringing. Her story is a poignant reminder of the power of progressive thinking and support within the family unit. You too can draw upon the values and lessons from your own upbringing, using them as a springboard for your ambitions. Even if you encounter societal pressures or expectations that seem to hold you back, remember that, like Nooyi, the beliefs instilled in you can propel you forward, sometimes with the accelerator pressed just a bit harder than the brake. As we continue to explore Indra Nooyi's leader lesson, let her stories resonate with you. They are not just narratives of past achievements. They are blueprints for harnessing your potential and the resilience to carve out a place where you can flourish. Nooyi's Immigrant Resilience is a wellspring of inspiration, reminding you that regardless of where your story begins, it can lead to heights you once considered unreachable. Embrace your heritage, employ your strengths, and let your journey be a testament to the power of determination and the possibilities that await when you dare to dream big. As we draw this chapter to a close, let us crystallize Indra Nooyi's principle of harness immigrant resilience into concrete, actionable steps that you can apply to your own path toward leadership and success. Recognize the value of your unique perspective. Like Indra Nooyi, embrace your background as a source of strength. Use it to offer fresh insights and innovative solutions in your field. Turn fear into a driving force. Nooyi once described the immigrant's fear that pushed her to excel. If you harbor any fear about not belonging or succeeding, channel it into motivation to work harder and prove yourself. Seek out knowledge and mentorship. Just as Yale was a gateway for Nooyi, actively pursue educational opportunities and cultivate relationships with mentors who can guide and support you. Prepare and master your field. When faced with self-doubt or bias, double down on preparation, expertise, and relentless pursuit of excellence, as Nooyi advises. Knowledge and competence can help you transcend barriers. Work tirelessly and be indispensable. Regardless of the environment, prove your worth through relentless hard work and dedication, just as Nooyi did at Boston Consulting Group. Draw on family values and upbringing. Reflect on the values and lessons from your upbringing. Use them as a foundation to build your character and career, just like the strong family influence in Nooyi's life. Speak with content and confidence. Nooyi advises women to contribute meaningfully to discussions, emphasizing the importance of being heard for the substance of your ideas, not just for participation. Remember, your story doesn't dictate your destination. As Indra Nooyi says, it's about being driven by purpose and doing good for society. With these actionable steps, let her legacy of immigrant resilience inspire you to achieve excellence and make a positive impact wherever your journey leads. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi, where we continue to draw from the playbook of one of the most successful CEOs of our time. In this chapter, titled Champion Workforce Diversity, we delve into the transformative power of a truly inclusive workplace. Imagine walking into a room where every voice is not just heard, but actively sought out for its unique perspective. This is the vision that Indra Nooyi not only imagined, but also implemented during her tenure at PepsiCo. She once said, "Diversity and anything to do with just plain diversity is numbers. Inclusion is a state of mind." This chapter is not just about the numbers. It's about cultivating an environment where every employee, regardless of background, can thrive. We'll explore how Indra Nooyi championed a culture that doesn't just welcome a diverse workforce, but also embraces it as a cornerstone for innovation and growth. As we unpack the insights and strategies that Nooyi used to create an inclusive corporate ecosystem, We'll also provide you with actionable advice to help you replicate this success within your own organizations. DEI is not about a social program, Nooyi reminds us. DEI is about expanding your reach so that you can draw from the entire population pool to bring in the best and brightest. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the tools to not only promote diversity, but also to instill inclusion and equity at the heart of your business model. Let's move forward, inspired by Indra Nooyi's conviction that leaders must lead with empathy, and that inclusion is not just a policy, but a defining aspect of a thriving workplace. Get ready to transform your understanding of diversity from a concept into a competitive advantage. Indra Nooyi once recounted how her arrival at PepsiCo was marked by a significant gesture from Wayne Calloway, the CEO at the time. She described his intentional outreach to bring her into the company as a clear signal that PepsiCo was earnest about incorporating diversity into its highest ranks. The fact that Wayne Calloway, who grew up in that system, made such an outreach to get me into PepsiCo demonstrated to me that PepsiCo was very keen on bringing diversity into the senior-most ranks, Nooyi said. This wasn't just about having a diverse team. It was about infusing new, global perspectives into the leadership of the company. And it didn't end there. She was welcomed, mentored, and developed by leaders such as CFO Bob Detmer, illustrating the profound impact of active support and mentorship on a person's career trajectory. This story serves as a powerful reminder that diversity initiatives must go beyond recruitment to include mentoring and support systems that allow diverse talent to flourish. As a listener, you can take this lesson to heart by actively seeking out and nurturing diverse perspectives within your own teams. Whether you're in a leadership position or part of a team, encouraging diverse viewpoints and fostering an environment where they are not just included but also developed can lead to groundbreaking ideas and a more robust, innovative workplace. In another candid moment, Nooyi shared an experience with a group of millennials at PepsiCo. She held what she called slice meetings, where employees could spend an hour with the CEO. A group of millennials requested a session as a collective to ensure their voice wasn't diluted by older colleagues. The insights she gained from this dedicated session were distinct and eye-opening. What was fascinating was the thoughts, the comments, the ideas I got from everybody else was one way. Then when I heard from the millennials was completely different, she observed. This experience hammered home the notion that diverse age groups bring unique perspectives that are crucial to understanding the full spectrum of a consumer base and the workforce. From this anecdote, you, the listener, can glean the importance of creating spaces for different demographic groups within your organization to express themselves without filter. Consider setting up similar forums where the unique insights of various age groups, cultures, and genders can be shared and leveraged. By listening to these distinct voices, you can gain a deeper understanding of your team and customer base, which can lead to more innovative and effective solutions. Finally, Nooyi touched upon the transformative potential of women in the workforce. She stated emphatically, "Women represent the single biggest opportunity in our country for growth." This belief in the untapped potential of women isn't just a moral stance, it's a strategic one. Nooyi recognized that empowering women and making the workplace more inclusive for them is not just a nice-to-do, it's an absolute necessity for any company aiming for success. The key takeaway for you here is to recognize and harness the immense potential that lies within the female segment of the talent pool. By creating an environment that not only welcomes but champions women, you unlock a wealth of knowledge, skills, and perspectives that can drive your company to new heights. This means actively working to eliminate unconscious bias, supporting the growth and development of women in your workplace, and making concerted efforts to ensure they have equal opportunities to succeed. Indra Nooyi's stories are more than just narratives. They are blueprints for building a more diverse, inclusive, and innovative future. By taking these insights and integrating them into your daily practices, you can contribute to a workplace that doesn't just talk about diversity, but lives it. Now, let's take Indra Nooyi's wisdom and turn it into tangible actions. Here are key actionable takeaways to champion workforce diversity within your own realm. Embrace diversity as a leadership mandate. Reflect on Nooyi's insight that diversity and inclusion start at the top. It's essential for leaders to integrate diversity goals into the company's core objectives and make it a topic of regular boardroom discussions. Create mentorship opportunities. Follow Nooyi's lead and establish mentorship programs. Pair seasoned professionals with newcomers from diverse backgrounds to facilitate knowledge sharing, build connections, and foster a culture of growth and support. Cultivate empathy in the workplace. As Indra Nooyi advises, consider each individual's personal life and allow them to bring their whole selves to work. This might involve flexible work arrangements, understanding personal challenges, and celebrating individual milestones. Facilitate slice meetings or similar forums. Implement Nooyi's practice of slice meetings to give different groups within your organization a dedicated space to voice their unique perspectives. This can lead to valuable insights and foster a sense of belonging. Implement unconscious bias training. Tackle unconscious bias head-on by offering training and workshops. Encourage your team to support each other in calling out and addressing these biases, just as Nooyi emphasized the importance of the sisterhood in the corporate world. Champion the potential of women. Recognize the significant opportunity women represent in the workforce. Ensure they have equal access to career development programs, leadership roles, and the resources they need to succeed. Reflect your consumer base in your workforce. Lastly, as Indra Nooyi once articulated, aim to have your employee base reflect your consumer base. This not only makes good business sense, but also enriches the workplace with a wide array of insights and experiences. By implementing these steps, you'll be on your way to creating a more diverse and inclusive environment, one where different perspectives are not just welcomed, but are essential to the fabric of your organization. Remember, it's about taking proactive measures to not just diversify your team, but to truly include and value every member within it. This is how you turn the principle of champion workforce diversity from an ideal into a reality. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi, where we delve into the transformative ideas of one of the most influential business leaders of our time. In this chapter, Advocate for Work Flexibility and Family Support, we explore the crucial need for modern organizations to adapt to the evolving demands of work-life integration. Indra Nooyi once shared a compelling story that echoes the heart of this chapter. She narrated how, as a new mother with a burgeoning career, she and her husband orchestrated a family support system that spanned continents. They relied on a rotating roster of relatives to supervise their nanny, ensuring their children received the family-centric care they valued, all while managing their professional responsibilities. This personal anecdote lays the foundation for our discussion on why and how companies should champion flexible work arrangements and create a family-friendly workplace. As Nooyi puts it, we lose women because the conditions inside companies are not conducive to their success. But more importantly, if women choose to also have families, they have to struggle with balancing family and work. She emphasizes the potential of technology tools that enable flexibility and the profound impact of supportive measures like paid leave and childcare networks. By the end of this chapter, you will have gained Indra Nooyi's insights into fostering a workplace environment that not only embraces flexibility, but thrives on it. You will learn actionable strategies to encourage your organization to offer flexible scheduling, remote work options, and family support services. We will unpack how these changes not only benefit individual employees, but also strengthen the organization as a whole. Indra Nooyi believes in partnership at home and at work, advising that, whether it's a man or a woman, I think it's got to be viewed as a partnership, both working together. And for those aiming for leadership, she emphasizes the importance of creating a personal brand proposition, a powerful tool in advocating for work-life harmony within your career. Prepare to be empowered with the wisdom and experience of a leader who has not only walked the path of high-powered corporate success, but also paved the way for others to follow. Let's dive into how we can transform the workplace into a bastion of support and flexibility, following the trailblazing leadership lessons of Indra Nooyi. Indra Nooyi's experience as a leader and a mother has given her a profound understanding of the need for a supportive work environment. As she vividly recounted the time when she had to travel to South Africa for an important business transaction, just as her 18-month-old daughter was recovering from Lyme disease, we are reminded of the harsh choices working parents often have to make. She chose to go on the trip after ensuring her daughter was in safe hands, but not without a heart-wrenching internal debate about whether she was making the right decision. This story is not unique to Indra Nooyi. It's a scenario many of you may find relatable. The takeaway here is about managing guilt and making tough decisions. You may sometimes have to choose between professional obligations and personal responsibilities. The key is to establish a solid support system, whether at home or through your workplace, so that you can make these decisions without compromising the well-being of your loved ones or your career. And remember, as Indra Nooyi did, it's okay to rely on your partner and family to share the load. It doesn't make you less committed to your job or your family. It makes you a pragmatic and caring individual. In another narrative, Indra Nooyi emphasizes the care trifecta: paid leave, flexible working hours, and excellent childcare. These are not just perks, but essential components of a modern workplace. It's crucial to understand that offering these options is not just beneficial for the employees, but is also a smart business strategy. It attracts and retains top talent, reduces employee turnover, and creates a more diverse and innovative workforce. As you think about your own workplace, consider advocating for these changes if they're not already in place. They can make a significant difference in the lives of your colleagues and the success of your organization. Indra Nooyi also shared how technology, like Zoom and StreamYard, could have eased her demanding travel schedule. Today, you have the opportunity to leverage such technologies to create a more balanced life. Encourage your workplace to embrace remote communication tools, not as a temporary fix, but as a permanent fixture to reduce unnecessary travel and provide flexibility. This not only leads to better work-life integration, but also contributes to a more sustainable world. Lastly, take inspiration from Nooyi's story about writing to the parents of her executive team. This gesture highlighted the importance of recognizing the support structures that shape us. As leaders or aspiring leaders, acknowledging the role of families in the success of your employees can foster a culture of respect and gratitude. You might not write letters, but you can find ways to show appreciation for the invisible contributions to your team's achievements. In crafting your own journey, remember these stories from Indra Nooyi. They serve as a blueprint for what a compassionate, flexible, and family-friendly workplace looks like. As you continue to grow in your career, let these insights guide you to build an environment where work and family are not at odds, but instead complement and enrich each other. Now, let's consolidate Indra Nooyi's wisdom into actionable steps you can take to advocate for work flexibility and family support in your own workplace. Begin by assessing your current work environment and identify areas where flexibility can be improved. Look for opportunities where technology can minimize unnecessary travel or in-person meetings, as Indra Nooyi suggested. Actively promote the idea of a care trifecta within your organization. This includes pushing for policies like paid leave, flexible working hours, and accessible childcare, which Indra Nooyi champions as crucial for a modern workplace. Encourage open dialogue about work-life balance in your team or organization. As Indra Nooyi once said, creating a personal brand proposition is essential. Make it known that part of your brand is advocating for a balanced work-life integration. Build or propose the establishment of a support network within your company for parents and caregivers. It could include a dedicated resource group or a forum for sharing tips and resources, reflecting Indra Nooyi's belief in strong support structures. If you're in a leadership position, lead by example. Show your team that it's possible to excel at work while also being present for family, reinforcing the partnership model Indra Nooyi speaks of. For those who are not in leadership roles, don't underestimate the power of your voice. Gather like-minded colleagues and propose collective suggestions to your management. Indra Nooyi's perspective on the value of each person's brand proposition applies here. Be clear about what you stand for and consistently communicate it. If you're a single parent or lack a traditional support system, seek out or advocate for the creation of policies that support flexible work arrangements, as Nooyi advises. This could include options to work from home, flex time, or job sharing. Finally, don't forget to show appreciation for the often unseen efforts of family and friends who support your career. While you may not send letters as Indra Nooyi did, small gestures of gratitude can go a long way in nurturing those invaluable relationships. Remember, advocating for change is a journey, one that requires persistence, courage, and conviction. Inspired by Indra Nooyi's leadership lessons, you can be a catalyst for creating a more inclusive, flexible, and family-friendly work environment. Take these actionable insights forward and let them guide you in making a positive impact where you work and beyond. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Indra Nooyi. In this chapter, titled Prioritize Gender Pay Equity, we dive into a critical aspect of leadership that often goes unnoticed yet is fundamental to any organization's integrity and success. Imagine being evaluated differently based on something as arbitrary as gender. Indra Nooyi, the former CEO of PepsiCo, once observed a troubling trend. Women's potential was questioned despite excellent performance, while men's potential was praised even with questionable performance. It's a stark illustration of the unconscious biases that can permeate even the most meritocratic environments. As Indra Nooyi once said, "I think it's wrong if people don't notice that for the same job women and men get paid the same. HR departments have to be held accountable, and CEOs have to be held accountable." This statement lays the foundation for our exploration into ensuring equal pay for equal work, regardless of gender. It's not just about fairness, it's about valuing every individual's contribution to the organization. Nooyi's own experience is telling. "I never asked to be paid more. I never asked for a raise. I never asked for a promotion. Had I asked for it, maybe I'd have done some benefit for the cause of women. I don't know." Her reflection is a powerful reminder that advocating for oneself is not just a personal gain, but can pave the way for systemic change. By the end of this chapter, you will not only understand the importance of gender pay equity, but also be equipped with the tools to regularly review compensation data and address disparities within your organization. Indra Nooyi's insights will guide you to create a more equitable and inclusive workplace, one that recognizes and rewards the true potential of its diverse workforce. Let's move forward with purpose, as Nooyi suggests, to bring family and women into the central part of the conversation on the future of work. How do we make the future workplace more friendly to families and women? How do we enable flexibility, hybrid working, so young family builders can manage their family and keep a paid job? This is not just a lesson in leadership, it's a step towards a more just and productive society. Join us as we unravel the actionable strategies to make this vision a reality. As Indra Nooyi once recounted, her personal journey with compensation at PepsiCo illuminates a larger issue. Despite her own hesitancy to ask for more, stemming from a sense of gratitude for her position, Nooyi benefited from the intervention of then-CEO Steve Reinemund, who recognized her worth and adjusted her salary accordingly. This raises an important point. It's not always about the individual asking. It's also about leaders recognizing and rewarding the contributions of their team members fairly. You might find yourself in a position where you're hesitant to ask for what you're worth. Nooyi's story teaches us that while self-advocacy is important, systemic changes are crucial too. Leaders have the power and the responsibility to step up and correct pay imbalances, even when they're not pointed out. As a leader, you can take a proactive role in ensuring fair compensation. Look around you. Could someone on your team be under-rewarded for their efforts? It's your move to make that right. Transitioning to Nooyi's early life, we find a narrative that's not just about compensation, but also about opportunity. In the nascent days of an independent India, Nooyi's foray into professional education was a path less trodden by women. The south of India, where she was educated, allowed her and her sister to attend business school, an opportunity that was rare at the time. Nooyi's story is a testament to progress and the importance of inclusive educational practices. What can you take away from this narrative? It underscores the need for institutions, be they corporate or educational, to offer equal opportunities for growth and success. As you look to shape your own organization or community, think about how you can build an infrastructure that supports and encourages diverse talent to thrive. By doing so, you'll be laying the groundwork for a future that values equity, just as those educational institutions in South India did for young women like Nooyi. Now, let's anchor these stories back to you, the listener. Reflect on your own role, whether you're leading a team, running a company, or shaping a family. Consider how you can enact the principles of gender pay equity and inclusivity. Can you be the one to initiate a conversation about fair pay in your workplace? Or perhaps you could be the catalyst for making your environment more accommodating for the unique challenges faced by women and families. By taking these lessons from Indra Nooyi's life and applying them to our own contexts, we begin to not only advocate for ourselves, but also to foster a culture that inherently values fairness and equality. Take a moment to consider how you can affect change in your sphere of influence, and how, like Nooyi, you can leave a legacy of progress and empowerment for generations to come. And with those powerful insights in mind, here's how you can take Indra Nooyi's principle of prioritizing gender pay equity and turn it into actionable steps within your own organizations and lives. Be vigilant about compensation practices. As Indra Nooyi made clear, it's imperative to regularly review compensation data within your organization to ensure parity. Establish transparent salary bands and make sure that all employees are aware of the benchmarks for their positions. Educate and empower. Increase awareness around the importance of pay equity and the right to fair compensation. Encourage open dialogue about salary expectations and train managers to recognize and address biases in performance evaluations and compensation decisions. Encourage negotiation. Foster an environment where employees, especially women, feel comfortable advocating for themselves. As Nooyi reflected on her own experience, it's crucial to recognize the value you bring to the table and not shy away from asking for fair compensation. Institute mentorship programs. Create opportunities for experienced leaders to mentor and guide women and other underrepresented groups within the organization. This mentorship can include advice on career advancement and negotiation tactics for equitable pay. Lead by example. If you're in a leadership position, take the initiative to correct pay disparities proactively. Don't wait for someone to ask. Be the change agent that sets a precedent for fairness and equity, just as Nooyi's CEO did for her at PepsiCo. Broaden your perspective. Acknowledge that gender pay equity is not just about equal paychecks. It's about creating an inclusive culture that supports work-life balance, flexibility, and opportunities for all. Think about how your policies can be adjusted to be more family-friendly and supportive of diverse work arrangements. Measure and report. Hold your organization accountable by measuring and reporting on gender pay equity regularly. Transparency breeds trust and action, ensuring that gender pay equity remains a central part of the conversation in your company. Advocate for wider change. Remember that change often starts with a single voice. Use your influence to advocate for gender pay equity beyond your organization, perhaps by supporting legislation or participating in forums that address this issue. By applying these steps and maintaining a commitment to fairness and inclusivity, you follow in the footsteps of Indra Nooyi, paving the way for a more equitable workplace. In doing so, you honor not only the principle of gender pay equity, but also the broader cause of creating a workforce that empowers every individual to succeed to their fullest potential.